ईशानः प्राणदः प्राणो ज्येष्ठः श्रेष्ठः प्रजापतिः हिरण्यगर्भो भूगर्भो माधवो मधुसूदनः.
The Ishana, I think we had gone through the word Isha somewhere earlier. Ishvara, we had gone through that. Same meaning over here. I did say in the beginning it may go a little slowly, but then we will be picking up speed because the words and namas are different, but the essence will remain the same. So Ishana means one who is the Lord, who can make, unmake, remake, otherwise make kartum, akartum, anyata kartum shakya. He is the controller, he is the boss. The CEO of all the worlds is Ishana, Bhagavan over there. He is the one who makes everything function. Without him, nothing can function. Maya Adhyaksha, I am the chairperson, is what the Lord says in the 9th chapter of the Gita. And then because of me, all things, inert and insentient things, dynamic and sentient beings, they are all able to do whatever they are doing only because I am there. In within is what the Lord says. So that's the meaning of Ishana. Pranada, prana, we can put them together. Prana means life. We all know life. But then it's very, supposing somebody asks us to describe life, very difficult for us to describe. What do you mean by life? Describe it. None of us can describe. What we come out with is our life's experiences and life's expression. That we can share with people. Life's experiences. But as such, life is so difficult for us to communicate to anybody. Why? Because it is Bhagavan, Paramatma inside. How to define him, how to describe him, how to define that life that is there in us. It's not a flame that is burning within us, which they show in the picture, which moves away from the physical body and goes up into the sky. There is nothing like that inside. But we know something is there inside all of us. We can call it Atman, we can call it life, we can call it consciousness. So many words used. Atman, that life. Who is it? It's the Lord. Because of him as life, everything exists. Because of him as life, everything and every being is doing whatever they can do. So that is alive, the Lord in each one of us. Pranada, he is life, therefore the means to give. So sitting in each one of us as the life factor, he gives to us the aliveness, pranada. He gives prana to us. He gives prana to us means he makes us alive. We put both the words together. I have prana means I am alive. Aliveness to all of us. How much of aliveness? Every cell in us is alive. Every streak of hair is alive. Every cell is alive in us. The total collective aliveness of all of us is he. Why is he? Why? Because he is prana in all of us. Therefore, prana, pranada mean he is the one factor, that mysterious factor which we call as life, which is there in all of us. We know it's present in us. Therefore, we say I am present. Beyond that, we can't explain it, we can't describe it, we can't talk about it. But with the help of that, we can do all our activities, physical, mental and intellectual. Why? He is the one who provides aliveness to everything. Not only to human beings. He is the one who gives aliveness to even things. The stones are alive. The plant kingdom of course is alive. The animal kingdom is alive. But what about inert things? They all have their aliveness. Only they don't have a mouth to open and talk like us. If they had been given a mouth, yes. Gurudev used to say, the chair is as alive as you all, but it allows you to sit. If it could open its mouth and say, it would have said, sorry, no place for you. I don't want bad people sitting on me. He used to say that. Or if it had legs to walk, every chair would have moved away from you, he used to say. He had a sense of humor. None of us would have got a chair, he used to say, if it could have moved away. Because it doesn't want bad people, negative people, hypocrites sitting on it. Alive it is. The only thing is, it doesn't move like us, it can't talk like us, it can't respond like us. or it can't even react like us. But sure, there is aliveness. That's why in our tradition, we respect and revere everything. Bring an article from the shop, we revere it, respect it, and touch it to our eyes, all our prostration to it, and then we use it. Why? That's Bhagavan in another form. It can be a vessel, it can be anything, it can be a set of clothes, it can be a jewelry piece, it can be anything. We enter into a house, we think it's inert. A house is built only of bricks and concrete and steel and etc. What is there aliveness about it? No, it's very, very much alive. The house is alive. So who gives aliveness to everything? Bhagavan is the one who gives aliveness to it. Why? He is the life on which our house is sitting. Therefore, the house that we are all in draws for its aliveness from him, the life on which it has been built, substratum. It doesn't mean Mother Earth. We have to go beyond that. So therefore, that is the meaning of Pranada, Pranaha. We were in the 8th stanza of the Sahasranama, and in the 8th stanza, we had already gone through the meaning of 3 of the namas of the Lord: īśānaḥ, Pranada, and Pranaha. That's where we had stopped in the last class. Now we will continue. Jyēṣṭhaḥ. Jyeshṭha, we know the meaning of it. Jyeshṭha means the eldest. So when we say, this is my eldest daughter or this is my eldest son, it means obviously that there is nobody senior to the person or in terms of the timeline. So therefore, when we say Jyēṣṭha to Bhagavan, it means there is nobody else beyond him, more senior to. These words senior, ancient and all are to make us understand. From his perspective, at his level, all these words also are null and void. They are redundant actually. Because when we say Jyēṣṭha, then when we say eldest, then the word youngest comes in. Whenever we use any term at our transactional level, the opposite will always come in. Because we are basically in a world of duality. Extended, it becomes a world of multiplicity and plurality. Here we are talking about the one without a second state. Advaita state is what we are talking about. Where there is only, it is absolute oneness. So in that oneness, there is no plurality at all. There is no possibility of any plurality. Duality itself. So all these are for our understanding. The teachers have come down to our level and they are using words which we are all very, very familiar with to make us understand what exactly must be that concept that they are trying to put into our mind. So Jyēṣṭha therefore means, the eldest. Again, it should all become capital letters, double underline. Beyond him, there is nobody else. If we pick up the timeline over there. And also, he is the cause for everything. So when we say this came after this, so this is senior, this is junior, this is the eldest, this is the youngest. I'm not talking about children. I'm talking about something. This came after this. Therefore, this is prior to, senior to, elder to, which means we are talking about the cause over there because of which the effect has become possible in front of us. So when we say Jyēṣṭha to the Lord, it means he is the cause for everything. Just like children will ask us, you are my mummy or my daddy. Who is your daddy? Then we have to give the child our grandfather's name. Sorry, for the child it is grandfather. His father, great-grandfather. His father will become great-great-grandfather. Children have a habit of asking, then who came? After that, who is his father? Who is his father? It will go on. And we have to stop somewhere. Because we do not know down the line who all were our ancestors. So finally we'll have to say, therefore then who comes? So somewhere we have to stop. And where we stop, that is the father of all fathers. That is the mother of all mothers. And who is that? Lord. So when we say God is the father of everybody, of all of us, and Lord is the mother of all of us, then the child will again ask over there, who is the father of God? Who is the mother of God? Then we are stuck. We have a problem explaining to our children. He is the uncaused cause for everything, for all the worlds and our universe of things and beings which we are familiar with. So therefore we say, you are my mother, you are my father, because we don't want to bring in gender over there. What does it matter? So therefore he is the father. Father of whom? Not father of one individual or two individuals. He is the father of everything and every being, including things. Father means one who created. Mother means also one who created and sustained, both of them put together. So therefore he is the father of all, he is the mother of all. Tvameva matacha pita tvameva. That beautiful shloka which we chant is so all-inclusive. We only just say Tvameva matacha pita tvameva ityadi ityadi ityadi. All relationships are included over there. You are my father. Immediately we want to know who the mother is. You are my mother. Why? Advaita state, one without a second. We have to go beyond the concept of father and mother there. You are my bandhu. Next level of relationships. All relatives you are. Then beyond that, who are not related to us by blood, friends. You are my Sakha. See, all relationships have been included in those 4 words over there, which we use for our Guru or for the Lord over there. Beyond that, there is nothing at all. So you are my father, you are my mother, you are my relative, you are my friend. We don't want to say you are my stranger unknown. We don't, that is negative. Then what happens? You are my Vidya. Okay, you are all these things. Now I am here in the world for transaction. I need knowledge. It need not be spiritual knowledge. All knowledges. The degrees that we have added on to our lives so that we can enter into a profession or a career and earn to live our life and look after whoever is dependent on us. So that knowledge you are. Then from that, whatever assets we come into our life, dravyas, means assets that come in, everything you are. Finally, whatever I have not included in this, if at all there is something, Lord, that also you are. It's a prayer so complete by itself. If we can invoke the Lord through this shloka meaningfully, feelingfully, we don't need any other prayer at all. We don't need any other invocation at all. In fact, all the shlokas are complete by themselves. We can just pick up any one of them. Similarly over here also. Any one nama we can pick up, and holding on to that we can reach the Lord. We don't need 108, we don't need 1000, we don't need 11, we don't need 21, we don't need a number of them. We just need to hold on to one. But hold on we should properly, as we should hold on to. Our holding on is not okay. Therefore we are not benefited by it. In fact, the Vishnu Sahasranama book, for which the commentary has been written by Gurudev, the name of the book itself is 1000 Ways to the Transcendental, 1000 Ways to Reach the Lord. So each nama is a path by itself. So we don't need the 1000. We can just take out one of them which we are comfortable with, and then hold on to that nama and reach the Lord. So there are 1000 of them. The variety has been given to us. It's like we go to a hotel and then there is so many things. Menu is there. They don't serve the same thing to everybody. So there is a big list over there. It's not that we should eat everything. We pick up whatever we want according to our taste, and then choose that item and then order over there. Somebody else comes, they don't like what we are eating, they order whatever they want and they get that. Similarly over here, our rishis are so broad-minded, so magnanimous. They are not insisting that all of us hold on to only one name, because constitution-wise we are also different from each other, physically, mentally and intellectually. Therefore, what suits us, we can hold on to. Only one name should I take? One name is more than enough for all of us. But 1000 have been given to all of us. So the luxury that is there over here, the richness that is there around us, So we can choose. Variety has been given. We go to a shop and say there is no choice over there at all. Whether it is sari shopping or jewelry shopping, but in that shop so much variety is there. Choice is there. So we go over there. We like places where there is choice. Here we are in a tradition where so much of choice has been given to us, and still we are not using it how we should be all using it. So therefore, beautifully the name of the book itself is 1,000 Ways to what? Towards the Lord, or to the Lord, to the divine. Each one of them is a flower which we can use to offer on to the Lord. In our archana that we are doing, it need not be an outside archana, wherein we get flowers and we hold each flower in our hand, or say the Lord's name, take the Lord's name and offer it to the Lord. Flowers not available, what to do? In the lockdown time, in the beginning, we were not allowed to go anywhere at all. What to do? For puja, what to do? Nama kusumalu. ತ್ಯಾಗರಾಜ Swami says, why are you worried about getting flowers from outside and all those things? Not that we should not go and do. But he says every nama is a flower over here. Who beke, who, Krishnana Tota. There is a beautiful Devar Nama also. You want like how they call out on the streets, the vegetable vendor, fruit vendor, flower vendor. On the streets they go, calling out to whatever they have in their cart. All the names will be called. This flower, this flower, this flower, do you want? Or these vegetables. So there is a song on that also. What is it that our masters have not touched upon? So there is a very nice song. Who beke, who beke. Do you want flowers? I have flowers. Please come out and buy them. From where did you pick up the flowers? Krishna nembuva totadinda. There is a flower garden called Krishna Garden, Krishnavana. From there I picked up all the flowers. They are not ordinary flowers at all. So every name of the Lord, Nama Kusumalu, like Kusuma means flower. Each name of the Lord is a flower which we can offer on to Him. Each name of the Lord we can use to reach out to Him in our seat of contemplation. Gurudev says, in the Vishnu Sahasranama, every name is an exercise for our meditation, in our meditation. So in our meditation, we can hold on to one of the Lord's name and go and move forward. Why? Each one of them is packed with so much of suggestion, so much of significance. Vastness is there, depth is there. We just say all these names, by the way. Memorize it and just say it all. But what does it indicate? We are just going through a sample over here. Laddu is there. We are only taking one bundi from each laddu. If every name of the Lord is a laddu, or if every name of the Lord is a flower, one petal only, not even one petal, or one bundi is what we are tasting over here. In the sense we are trying to understand. There is so much more behind it. So jyēṣṭhaḥ, so He is the uncaused cause for everything. When masters say that, we must sit down and try to reflect on what exactly do they mean when it said He is the ultimate cause, the uncaused cause. Everything has come from Him. When it all comes from Him, all has to get maintained in Him. For survival, what does it need? Lord only. And finally, where will it all go back? It will go back only to Him. The rivers are the best example. From where did they come? They all came from the ocean quarters only. Nothing came from the sky. From the ocean only, the waters were all heated up by Lord's sun, vapor went up, formed clouds, and then it came down as rain. Then it became a part of the river. River flows, it goes back over there. So it's a cycle over there. So similarly over here, cause-effect relationship is there over here. So Bhagavan is beyond cause and effect over here. To indicate that to us, the teacher has used the name jyēṣṭhaḥ, śrēṣṭhaḥ. Next word. Shrestha means we easily define it as the best. It's more than the best. Best is Uttama. It will come later on. Uttama means the best. In the Sundarkand, yes, after the Sundarkand, Valmiki Ramayana I am talking about. The first chapter of Yuddhakand. When Hanumanji comes and reports everything back to Sri Rama, the Lord says over there are 3 types of dutas: Uttama Duta, Madhyama Duta and Adama Duta. Hanuman, you are the Uttama Duta, he says, the best, the mediocre and the okay, not best. So 3 types are there. We can use it for everybody: student, best, not okay, in the middle, and then the lowest type. So 3 words used. Uttama is the best over there. So Bhagavan says, you are Uttama Duta. You accomplished what I wanted you to accomplish, plus you accomplished little extra also. When we try to overdo something, do a little extra sometime, we spoil the whole thing. But Hanumanji did not do that. He accomplished whatever the Lord had told. He executed whatever Lord Rama had told him. He didn't just stop over there. He could have, but he accomplished a little more than that. And when he accomplished a little more than that, it became Anukula to Rama's work, subsequent work. It was not Pratikula. It aligned itself very beautifully to the next level. That is called Uttama. That is best. Here the word used is Shrestha. So it is best plus something. So Shrestha means the best plus some more thing. What all can we add? In English we'll have to add so many words: divine, noble, virtuous. It's beyond the best. That which takes care of our, not only our materialistic life, physical, mental and intellectual, but it takes care of our spiritual evolution. It's very beneficial to us at all levels of our personality. It takes into care our welfare, our well-being, both materialistically and spiritually. So all of them put together is called as Shrestha. Shra, that word Shreyas comes from there. Preyas is another word. In Kathopanishad, the teacher tells us, you have 2 paths which all of us can take. One is called the Preya Marga and one is called the Shreya Marga. Preya Marga is the shortcut method. Quickly we get whatever we want in our lives. But then at the end of it all, how did we get whatever we wanted in our life? Were our motives clean? Were our efforts okay? What was our value system? We've compromised at many places. That is called Preya Marga. But Shreya, so it's very easy in the beginning. It's joyful, it's full of happiness. At the end of it, we do not know what is there in store for us. Not good for our evolution, especially spiritual evolution. Even in the world outside, a person who is corrupt, in the beginning, yes, they are very happy, they are full of joy, they are enjoying everything, but finally what will happen? We know what happens. So therefore, that is called Preya Marga. Shreya Marga is a path which is difficult to walk on, to tread upon, because uncompromising loyalty should be there, honesty, truthfulness, motive clean, how we are walking the path, how much of honest effort we are putting into it, what is our value system, have we compromised anywhere? It's a difficult path. But the teacher says there are 2 paths for all of us to walk, Preya Marga and Shreya Marga. So Shrestha. So if we want to reach the Lord who is now defined for all or described for all of us as Shrestha, we can't walk the Preya Marga. Not possible. Walking the path of prayer, we can't reach something which is Shrestha. So if we want to reach the Lord who is now described to us as Shrestha, divine, noble, virtuous, the best, etc., we also have to walk the same path, aligned to Shresthatana. So Shrestha Marga, Shreya Marga will lead us to him who is Shrestha, who is an embodiment of personification of Shrestha. Shrestha, Prajapatiḥ, normally this word is used for the creator, Brahma, the one who created everybody. Praja, Ja means to be born. So all at least we will now take into consideration beings, human beings, living beings. So all of them who were given life means he created them all. So Prajapatiḥ is the Lord because he is the one who fashioned us all and created us all. So this word normally is used for Brahma. So it means you are Brahma. Even for Guru we use it. Guru Brahma, Guru Vishnu, Guru Devo Maheshwara. Guru Sakshat Parabrahma. Then we raise him to a different level altogether. So whichever deity we are worshipping, it can be Shiva, it can be Rama, Krishna, Ganesha, Hanumanji, Kartikeya, whomever we are worshipping over here in our, all of them they are the creator, they are the sustainer, that deity whom we are worshipping, our Ishtadevata. He alone is the creatorship, the maintainership, and the one who dissolves. They are all offices or chairs which the deity is occupying over there. So when he is creating, he is called as Brahma. When he is maintaining and sustaining, he is called as Vishnu. And when he is doing Laya, constructive destruction, he is called as Rudra. So three different names associated with three different powers or three different offices. Functionings are different, activities are different. But who is doing it? The same one Lord alone is doing everything. So therefore Prajapati. So not only this word Prajapati indicates the creator, but just now we saw jyēṣṭhaḥ. He is the father of all fathers. He is the mother of all mothers. Therefore, in that sense, Prajapati, he means Lord is the one. Pati means Lord. The independent factor which maintains us, which controls us, which nurtures and nourishes us, which is the refuge for all of us. That's what we are talking about over here. Who is the Pati? So he is the Lord of home for all living beings. Who is the sole refuge for all of us? The Lord alone. Who is the one who maintains all of us from the blade of grass onwards? All, he alone. In that sense, Prajapati. We have to extend the meaning of that so that it can include and incorporate everything. Living and non-living actually. There is no non-living from our standpoint at all. All are with life. Everything has aliveness. Only the thing that we have, the material thing which we have around us and about us, cannot walk like us, talk like us, respond like us, react like us. So in that sense, Prajapatiḥ, hiraṇyagarbhā, bhūgarbhā, putting it together, again the same meaning as jyēṣṭhaḥ, śrēṣṭhaḥ, Prajapati, different names. That's slightly the shade is different. All are red color or all are blue color, but there are shades over there. It's the shades that make it beautiful. So similarly over here, all mean the same, but slight difference is there. So hiraṇyagarbhā, garbha means womb. So we know what womb constitutes. The womb protected us till we were able to come out and be able to survive in this environment. It's a huge environment into which we all came out on our birth date. So unless and until we have the ability and the capacity and the capability to sustain ourselves in this huge environment, of course mother is there, father is there, looking after, all those things are there. But the very fact that when we came out, we should be able to survive, coming into a larger space, coming into this huge environment. Till then we were all protected. Where were we all protected? In the womb we were very, very safe. No problems for us, no trouble for us there. I mean, that is different. In the Garbha, how we were feeling, how we were responding, all that is different. We won't go into that now. In Kapila Gita, all those things come. How we were feeling when we were in our mother's womb, we remembered all our previous janmas and why we are over here, because of all the mistakes we did and the karma that we did. The karma pala has brought us over here into this janma, and in the womb we are promising the Lord that never again will we do all these mistakes which we did previously. Lord, just take us out. And you see, I will immediately turn towards you. And I'll make sure, promise you that I will definitely not leave you. I will walk the path towards you, is the promise we've all made in our mother's womb. And we came out. The moment we came out, Maya came and covered us up and veiled us up. That is why punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatare shayanam. Bhajagovindam Adi Shankara says over there. Again birth, then of course when birth is there, death will be there. Jatasya hit dhruvo mrityuho dhruvam janma mritasya cha. Second chapter of Bhagavad Gita. Sure, it is there. Death for one who is born. But it doesn't stop over there. So punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, again punarapi janani jatare shayanam. It's a continuous cycle into which we have all got caught in. So we want to come out of it. The womb over here. So that which protected us all. Therefore, when we use the word Garbha for Bhagavan, it means you are the one who is the very support for us. You are the one who is the protector for us. Without you, where is protection for me? Without you, where is the support for me? All of the paraphernalia that we have got around us and about us, which we say for my security, for my protection, the bank balances, not that we should not have it all. Everything in our life that we say is for my security, my protection, etc., my refuge, my support, my shelter. Ultimately, nothing will work for us. Nothing will work for us except the Lord. That will come to realization, will come to us in small doses through life, and later on it can become larger doses for us. Why? Bhagavan wants us to get back onto the right track. So measured doses, he keeps reminding us. Ultimately nothing will work for us at all. Nothing, absolutely nothing. It's not even 0.0001%. What will work? Only Bhagavan. Eva means you and you and you only. That's it. Beyond that, there is nothing else to say. So Garbha, that is what it means over here. So therefore, and Garbha also means cause. The Garbha of our mother, in which we were all, was the cause for us to be over here. We are an effect. So therefore, 𝐏iraṇyagarbhā, bhūgarbhā over here mean the realm of matter. Hiranyam is little more subtler. Bhu means little more grosser. So for all gross entities and for all subtle entities, what is gross and what is subtle? Gross is all our bodies put together. So how many ever we are all in the satsang, we are around 30 plus. Each one of us has got a physical body, individual. All physical bodies put together, all over the worlds. Not only world, yes, and not only on the surface of the earth. From Satyaloka to Patala Loka, 14 worlds are there. We say Devatas are there, Rakshasas are there, Nagas are there, ityadi. Human beings are there in the middle level, Martya Loka. All physical bodies put together. If we can bring all physical bodies together, that is called as Virat. So all physical bodies merged together becomes a huge mass of matter. Bhu represents that, which means the realm of matter, materialistic domain. For that, what is the cause? Garbha for that, Bhagavan himself. So all physical bodies come up. The 11th chapter of the Bhagavad Gita, Vishwarupa Darshana. Vishwarupa Darshana. The name itself is, we can talk about it for an hour. All physical bodies put together, whose bodies not only we, everything is there, which Arjuna is seeing at one and the same time. So where is space? Space taken out. Because between each one of us over here, there is a lot of space. So many, all of us have now joined together for the meeting. There is so much of space between each one of us. We are not even in one hall. Supposing the space is all extracted or sucked away, all of us will come together. The 30 of us, like we'll all be stuck together. It's a huge mass of matter. If space is taken away from all that is existing in the cosmos, what can it be? It's only nothing but a huge mass of matter. From where did it come? All solar systems, Milky Way, everything put together over there. For that, the cause is Bhagavan, realm of matter. Hiranyagarbha, subtle matter. All of us have a mind and an intellect. And we are all functioning with a mind and with an intellect. Each one of us, our own mind and intellect is functioning. If all our minds we can collect, please give me your mind, please give me your mind, intellect, please give me. So if we can have a vessel over there and put all our minds together over there, then each individual mind put into that vessel, what will it be? It will be a collective mind. Each of our minds is so powerful. We think our mind is not powerful. If we can purify ourselves properly and say anything, it will function. 12 years, they say, if we can take on a vrata of truthfulness, not just opening the mouth and saying, oh, I saw this, yes, I saw it, truth. The table is there, chair is there, not that. From motive onwards, from thinking onwards, from the intellect onwards, truthfulness practiced at all levels, under all conditions, at all times, in all places. 12 years, if we can do it, Vaksiddhi will come to us. Whatever we say will happen. So words are coming from the mouth. Where is it coming from? It's coming from something behind. What is that mind? Sankalpa Shakti. How powerful each of our individual minds is. All our minds, if we put it together, collect them and put it together, how much more powerful it should be, the collective mind. Who is behind the collective mind? Who makes that collective mind function? The same power only is behind all our individual minds also, making us do whatever we are doing. What we are doing may be okay or not okay. That is because of the samskaras that we have brought. But there is something, the cause behind it, the womb behind it, because of which the collective gross bodies are functioning. The collective subtle bodies are functioning. What is the support for it? The foundation for it, the substratum for it, the womb for it, the sole support for it, it is Bhagavan. Therefore, 𝐏iranyagarvha bhūgarbhā. Madhava. Madhava, simple meaning is he is the Lord of Lakshmi. Lakshmi Pati is called as Madhava, one of the name. Another meaning is there, which they say, one who takes, there is something called as a madhu technique of reaching the Lord. There are so many techniques, there are so many vidyas, there are so many yogas. So there is one vidya called as madhu vidya. We won't go into the details of that. So there is a vidya, a knowledge called madhu vidya, which can also lead us to the Lord. Therefore, that because a seeker can reach the Lord with the help of madhu vidya, Bhagavan is called as Madhava. That's one meaning. But in normally the word the meaning of the word Madhava is Lord of Lakshmi. Lakshmi stands for what? We have already seen over there. Lakshmi stands not just for wealth, materialistic wealth. She stands for all assets. Vidya Lakshmi onwards to Dhana Lakshmi, Dhanya Lakshmi. Our every health is wealth, character is wealth, our strength is wealth, of course our wealth is wealth. Everything is wealth. All assets that we have in our life is Sampat only for us. Lakshmi Sampat, Adi Shankara says. So all of that is nothing but wealth for us. So Lakshmi there represents all of that. Lakshmi also represents the realm of matter, Prakriti she represents over there. So she represents assets for her. Lakshmi also represents activity for her. Karma she represents for us also. They have what shall I say, a contract between the two of them. Who all? Shani Bhagavan and Lakshmi. So there is a between them. Shani Bhagavan has told her, Mother, I am the presiding deity of Dharma and Karma. So according to their karma, and Dharma means values, only I can give to each individual their karma pala. And what is it that we are seeking in our life? We are seeking only something extra in our life. Assets. Asset doesn't mean only immovable and movable property. Anything. Health can be an asset. But Shani Bhagavan comes over there and he says, unless and until every individual puts forth the right effort, backed by proper knowledge, proper values, etc., all those things, karma is complex. Mother, you will not give to them whatever they just desire. You will give to them only what they deserve. She has said okay to him. It's a very beautiful story about that also. She has said okay. So there is a contract between the two of them. That's why whatever we want immediately will not come to our life. Who is there? She is there. But then they both look at each other and say, no, no, no. What they want and what effort has been put forth means their activity is not aligned with the result that they want. Therefore, it will not come to them. Who decides that? Karma Pala Adhidevata, Shani Bhagavan decides that. That is why Saturday is the weekend. Last day of the week is Saturday for us, not Sunday. So what will be the first day of the week? For a Sunday, not Monday. So Sunday represents knowledge. The whole week is a very beautiful sequence. Sunday to Saturday. If Sunday is Jnana Adi Devata, presiding over the intellect. Shanivara, the last day, is Karma Paladi Devata's day. So the whole week doesn't mean just Saturday, one whole week in terms of 24/7. Right now for us in a 1 hour satsang, we can walk through a Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. And get the pala of this 1 hour of satsang. So in 1 hour of satsang, the whole 7 days we can see happening to us, starting from Sunday, ending with Saturday. We take up a puja program, half an hour, let it be. Example, we start with the Sunday and finally the prasadam is the Saturday. Our tradition is so beautiful. We can like now I did mention the 7 days, we can extend it to 1 year also. All festivals lined up in queue system, they come to us. Starting from our New Year up to Shivaratri is a spiritual journey. Starting from Chaitra, every month, name of the month indicates to us in which standard we are in. It's an activity. Lakshmi represents that. So she is therefore the presiding deity of all these things. And therefore he is called as Lord of Lakshmi. So Lord of Lakshmi is Madhava over there. So it's Purusha plus Prakriti together. Lakshmi and Narayana together. We never separate them out at all. Gurudev used to say, don't hold on to Lakshmi. She will move away from you. Hold on to Narayana. Lakshmi will come behind you. Because why? She is so faithful to Narayana. She stays where Narayana is. She is not Chanchala at all. In Narayanium it comes very beautifully. The teacher over there, Narayana Bhattattiri, says, who says she is Chanchala? She is not Chanchala at all. She is Achanchala. Why? She never ever leaves the company of Narayana. So we go behind Lakshmi. We say, please come into my house, please come into my house. Bhagya the Lakshmi Bharama. She comes in, hoping that Narayana is there in our house. But Lakshmi comes, Narayana we have forgotten. So she looks around. He is to very beautifully, illustrate it to us, dramatize it for us. She sees Narayana is not there. So then out she goes through the door and the window without even telling us, I am leaving. Then we suffer. Where will she go? She will go where Narayana is. So very nicely he used to tell us, catch hold of Narayana, put him into your house and lock the door. Gurudev used to tell us, catch Narayana, put him inside the house and lock the door, main door. You will see Lakshmi knocking at your door. Please open the door. I want to come in. Why? Narayana is there in house. So there are very many messages where he says, don't hold on to Lakshmi, she will go away. Hold on to Narayana. Where Narayana is, Lakshmi has to come over there. So how can she be Chanchala? She is not Chanchala at all. And also we are told, Narayana is lying down over there. So he represents potential energy for us, which we can't see. Yoga Nidra. He is not even moving his limbs over there. All our, even from the Purana, we can pick up these pictures. Not even the story there. they suggest something phenomenal for all of us. So he is in Nidra, Yoga Nidra, not Bhoga Nidra like how we all sleep. So Nidra means nothing is in motion. We can't see the dynamics. Potential energy we can't see. Only kinetic energy we can see. So Bhagavan represents potential energy. Shiva and Shive, Ardhanarishwara Stotra is so beautiful. It shows to us what is potential energy, what is kinetic energy, what is static, what is dynamic. And now both of them can align themselves so beautifully in spite of having contrary or tadviruddha lakshanas. Qualities are different, opposite of each other. He is there lying down. She is not lying down. She is sitting straight over there. The opposite. He is not doing anything, but she is doing something. What is she doing? She is, we are told, massaging his feet. So we say, oh, look at him 24/7, how he is making his wife sit at his feet and make her do all the work, that too, massaging his feet. So we are all male domination, female domination, my rights, my duties, etc. There is something phenomenal for all of us to learn from here. So if he represents the potential energy, she represents the kinetic energy. From where did she draw the energy? From him. She is doing some activity. Dynamism is there. But where is her focus? Her eyes are riveted to him. So centered in him, rooted in him, well established in him, she is doing the work. It is not pressing somebody's feet or massaging over there. It represents activity. Karma over there. No karma is inferior. No activity is inferior. There is nothing called inferior and superior. In this place, in this time, in this situation, this karma, this activity has to be done. Karma has to be done. Where is the question of superior work and inferior work? We have categorized it all according to our convenience. Because of our own egos. Classification, all that only because of all man-made problems. God never created any problems. So she is there. So she therefore represents the seat of activity. Dynamism she represents, kinetic energy. How should we be doing our work? Constantly we should be doing our work, like she is constantly at his feet, engaged in serving him. But we should be God-centered, Bhagavan-centered, and then doing whatever we are doing. That is what that entire scene represents over there. And there is a very beautiful story behind this origin of Lakshmi. I just would like to share it with you all. This Samudra Mantana was happening. Milk ocean was being churned. When the milk ocean was being churned, first the poison came out, and then we know the story of it. Then very many beautiful things beneficial to everybody started coming out. At that point of time, we are told Lakshmi came out of the milk ocean. Therefore, she is the daughter of the milk ocean. So she came out. When the story is in Bhagavad. Again, we can give a very beautiful philosophical interpretation also to it. But the very fact. So she came out. She was youthful. She was beautiful. She was a embodiment of all that which constitutes plentifulness, prosperity, richness, name it, she. So she came out. The moment she came out, all the devatas were so happy, they were stunned, astonished to see her. And therefore immediately, when somebody comes like that, we will immediately be in attendance. We want to attend to them. Indra came and we are told he offered her a golden throne to sit on. All the rivers came. Ganga, Yamuna, Saraswati offered water for her Abhisheka. So the 4 elephants who represent the 4 directions for us, they came, we are told, and took the golden kalashas which had all these holy waters, and they performed Abhisheka to her. Varuna Bhagavan came and gave her a beautiful apparel to wear, clothes to wear, golden threads, Kanjivaram, not with silk threads but with gold threads. Then one of the deities offered jewelry. It goes on like that. Saraswati offered her a pearl necklace and things like that. Everybody offered her something. Somebody offered her, one of the devatas offered her a beautiful garland made up of lovely flowers. Vasanta came. Vasanta is the presiding deity of spring. Came and offered fresh flowers to her. So this is how she was received over there. And then there was dance, there was music, Apsaras dance, Gandharvas sang, the divine accompaniments of the heavens, they all played on their celestial instruments and she had a garland in her hand. So it was her Swayamvara. Vara means to choose. Swayam means to choose, whomever we want to choose. So she was going to choose her life partner. So she had decided, I am so full of all these factors, Purna she is, therefore I also want to have as my life partner somebody who is totally, fully contented, totally and fully satisfied. Contentment should be there, satisfaction should be there, and a changeless factor it is. Never ever a longing, a craving for anything. So therefore he should be all full, paripurna. Such a vara I want, such a groom I want. So she looked around everywhere, all the devatas were there, hoping and hoping she would put the garland around their neck. Just imagine, Lakshmi as their wife, everything taken care of. She walked past all the devatas, I believe. She said, all of them are craving and wanting, longing for me, looking into their eyes, I know it. That means they are not satisfied. That means there is discontentment in them. How can they be Purna? They are not Purna. They are Apurna. I don't want such a life partner. Then she looked around. She saw Lord Vishnu standing in a corner there. Aloof, alone, by himself. We all long for company. Why? In company we feel full. When we are alone, I am lonely, I am alone, I am feeling very, very uncomfortable. See, far removed from the crowd, he was there, solitary, alone, turned away, not bothered about what is going on. So she thought for a moment, supremely indifferent. He looked extremely contented, otherwise he also would have been in this crowd. It looked like I am not interested at all. Whether you garland me or whether you don't garland me, it doesn't make a difference to me. That was his state. The body language and the face will reveal whatever is there inside. She said, this is the person for me, right person for me. Because he represents the Purna state, the all full state. And therefore she went and garlanded him. So therefore Hari married her, Shri Lakshmi, and Shri Lakshmi married him. Therefore we say for him Shri Vallabha. Because why? He is connected to, he is engaged to, he is always identified with Shri. So Shri Vallabha. For her we say Hari Vallabhe. Always connected with Hari over there. That is Madhava over here. So very many beautiful stories of Lakshmi, but then we will move ahead. Madhusūdanaḥ. Simple meaning is one who destroyed or killed or annihilated that Rakshasa called Madhu. That's a direct meaning. Madhu Kaitaba was there and Bhagavan destroyed that Rakshasa or the Asura called Madhu, and therefore he is given the title Madhusūdanaḥ. But there is a deeper meaning to it. Madhu means honey. Madhu. So Madhu is honey. What is honey? How do we get honey? Honey we get from the bees. We call them as the worker bees. So the worker bees are busy day, every day they go out for what? Only to collect nectar, the honey from each flower. They bring a little and put it into the beehive. So finally what is it? What is, I mean, they are doing their karma, the bees, that's why they are called as worker bees. Even in English we say worker bees. And what is the end product of all their activity, collective activity? The honey or the madhu that is stored in the beehive. So the honey represents for us the karma phala. Of whom? Of all the bees over there. Similarly, we also, morning when we get up till we go off to sleep, we are engaged in karma activities. voluntary, involuntary, at the physical level, mental, intellectual, inside the house, outside the house. So like the bees, we are going out and then performing our activities. And every activity, karma, leaves behind the phala. It may now come to us, it may not come to us now. But every karma will lead to a phala. Every karma matures itself into a karma phala. So all the activities that we have done, all the karma phalas over there, accumulated, not yet digested, not yet enjoyed by us. Enjoyed doesn't mean only good things. We have done some wrong activities long back, previous janmas. The karma phala also will make sure that we maybe suffer something in our life. So the karma phala has been stored up over there in the bank. A little bit of it we have brought now in the form of our prarabdha. Just like we take a little money in our bag and go shopping. But all of the money has not been drawn from the bank. And then we invest also. We take back some money and put it back into the bank also. So debit credit is going on. Similarly, karma phala debit credit is going on. So we have brought some of it from there and we are now engaged, hoping we will exhaust it. But during the exhaustion of whatever we have brought, we are gaining new karma phalas. We are putting it back into our account, making sure that we will come back again. But so that is the madhu. So what does madhu mean? Honey means the end product of the activity of the bees. Similarly, all our karma phala, which is stored up over there, which some of it we have brought, but still some of it is there, vasanas. So vasanas constitute honey or madhu over there. And because of that we come and go. Punarapi jananam, punarapi maranam, punarapi janani jatareshay. But on the other hand, if we invoke the Lord, then Bhagavan will come and he will completely destroy, he will completely nullify. It is like taking a pen and just cutting down the entire accounts over there. No debit, no credit. Accounts closed. File closed. Then where is the question of coming back again? Where is the question of going back to the bank again? Neither there is debit nor credit. So if we call upon the Lord in whatever form we want to call him, with whatever name we want to address him, it doesn't matter. We are doing Vishnu Sahasranama, therefore we are talking about Hari and Vishnu and Narayana over here. So when we call upon the Lord and say enough is enough of getting into this wheel of birth and death, please release me from this, which means release me from this vasanas. Bundle is there, I am carrying it with me, it's a burden, please get me out of it. Bhagavan will come and destroy it for us. So madhu means vasanas. Madhusūdanaḥ means the annihilator of vasanas, the annihilator of all our karma phalas. He will completely come and destroy it for us. If he comes and destroys all our vasanas, then there is no coming back again here at all. It's a very beautiful shloka also. Narayana nama narovarana. There is one well-known human being, Nara. He is called as Narayana. Prasiddha choraha. He is a very famous thief, very famous looter. Why? He does harana. Therefore we call him Hari or Hara. Hara means looter. Haran kardiya. Manoharana. Manoharana one means beautiful. Man ka harana karta. One who takes away or destroys or kills the mind, means we are able to transcend the mind. So Prasiddha choraha he is moving around, this divine robber or thief called Narayana. And if we call him Smaranat, if we do Smarana of him, he will immediately come. No postponement or he will say I will come afterward tomorrow. No. He will immediately come. Aneka janmarchita papa sanchayam. Aneka janma, all our different janmas, papa that we have done. Papa means papa doesn't mean only sins. Both merit and demerit, both put together. Our papa and punya, both of them harati. He will completely take it away from us, looted away from us. When he steals it, then there is no papa, there is no punya with which we are associated with, therefore we need not have to come back again. So that's the meaning of madhusūdanaḥ.